Hello, friends. Hi there. It's Christine back with you again. It's Thursday, it's midday. It's time. I'll just wait a minute to make sure that this is actually live. It says it's live. Just never know. I hope so. Anyway, if you've never been here before, hello. I'm Christine. I'm a holistic health coach, a yoga instructor, a children's yoga instructor, a breathwork coach. But anyway, it's not about me. I'm all about peace, your peace. And so I stop in here on Thursdays in the middle of the day to bring you a mindfulness break. And I do hope it helps. And if you've been here before with me, thanks for coming back. I appreciate it. So as you can see, we're doing some mindfulness on the move today. I've been wanting to do this for a while. Just decided to just jump right in with both feet and see what happens. As we do when we first get together in the beginning of our visits, we breathe 3 times, 3 full, deep rounds of breath to kind of just settle in. And so since typically I have that Hoberman sphere and it expands and contracts, and of course there's no room for that here in the car, I wanted to mention that your seat belt, when you're out and about, your seat belt, it can be a great tool to see how your breathing is doing. So this part, the over the shoulder part, comes across the center of your chest for safety, obviously, and then the other part goes across your low belly. How about that? So let's use that, shall we, to breathe deeply. So when we breathe 3 times together, I ask you to send the breath deep into your belly. So this seatbelt situation is great. If this upper part of the seatbelt moves more than the belly part, of course, then we just need to make some adjustments. We're not judging ourselves, we're just making adjustments. Please, I just realized, please don't do this while you're driving. I'm completely stationary. I am parked. Please be safe. Use your wisdom, use your wonderful judgment, and keep yourself safe, all right? Super important to me and to everyone who cares about you. So back to the breath part. So we have this going across, the other part of the seatbelt going down onto the belly. So you can put your hands there if you like, or if maybe somebody's watching you, or you just don't want to put your hands there, you don't have to. Simply breathe with me 3 rounds in and out through the nostrils, seeing what you can do to get that lower part of the seatbelt to move. That's how you know you're kind of getting in the right spot. So join me if you would, sitting nice and squarely in your seat. And of course, if you're in the house or in the office or wherever you are, totally that works too. Just be still, sit squarely in your seat wherever you are. And here we go. Inhale through your nostrils. Slowly fill up and exhale all the way out. Keep going. After you're all the way emptied out, let's inhale again. Long, slow breathing. Invite the shoulders to relax. One more go. Inhaling. Exhaling slowly. All the way out. How do you feel? A little more settled, perhaps. I hope so, for your sake. So one of the reasons I wanted to do this in the car, mindfulness on the move segment, is because, well, we all have to go out eventually. Some of us get really excited to get out and get in the car and go and do, and some of us have some anxiety around that. And I respect everyone's perspective. When I was a younger mom, I used to just take a sanity spin. We'd get in the car and just drive a little bit just to get out, and because it was too cold to be outside, but I just needed different view, right? And if you're not a driver or that's not available to you, sometimes you just want to look out of a different window. Totally get that. If you're in a warmer climate, maybe you'll take a sanity stroll and walk around. Totally great. Whatever you can do to keep yourself chilled out. But anyway, so I wanted to talk about what you can do in the car specifically, and or seated with something firm behind you. So here's my headrest right behind me. So let's say I'm nervous about going somewhere, or I've been somewhere that made me nervous. So, or anxious, uptight, it's okay, whatever word you choose to put in there, it's fantastic. So sit down, and before you drive, maybe before you speak to others, of course, after you sanitize your hands, of course, push the back of your head into the headrest. Or if you're at home, you can sit with your back up against the wall or a chair that has a really high backing to it. All of this will work. And just put both feet down flat, push the back of your head, elongate your spine, and release that down. And if that felt kind of good, let's explore that a little further. So then one ear at a time goes closer to that support, whatever your support happens to be. So you can just roll slow and controlled to one side and roll back. Actually really doing a great job releasing tension in the scalene muscles. That's these guys that connect your jaw down to your tops of your shoulders. Let's do that. One more on each side if you're indulging me. Or maybe you're just watching this to see if you want to try it later. It's all good. Wow, that feels really pretty good. And then also, your shoulders can push against your seat back. And again, at home against a wall or against a high back chair, you inhale your shoulders back and down. And let it go. Maybe you come up first, up with your shoulders, and back and down. One more try, shall we? Oh, how does that feel? You can even, maybe for you it works this way, feel a bit of mental clarity come around. This sensation of being very calm, but also very aware, very clear and focused. That's awesome. Another thing you can do, my friends, when you're in the car or you just roll back from the desk at work, or I don't know, lots of different places. You can, because we hold tension in a lot of places, fingers, jaw, neck, lots of places, right? So you can release your jaw. I find that when I'm wearing my mask out in public, which of course I always do, and I'm quite sure you do as well, because we want to take good care of ourselves and others, sometimes you don't even know it, but you're kind of making a face underneath your mask, or maybe you're gripping down in your jaw or making a face, holding your lips a certain way. What can we do to release that, right? Aside from wiggling it around, which you have to be careful with because that can be too much, you can put the tip of your tongue behind your teeth. You don't have to touch your face, no worries. and just simply open and close your jaw. A few times, and just be aware of any tension that might be in your jaw. So a little reminder, mindfulness, it's a buzzword right now. Lots of people talk about it. Some people are experts in it, all of that. But really, at the end of the day, just like the radio, it's a way of tuning in your attention. Right? So that's all it is. Just like you select a channel on the radio or on the TV, you're selecting where you send your attention or your awareness or your mindfulness. It's all the same, really. So in the beginning, we breathed 3 times, long, slow, and deep, using the seatbelt. You can do that anywhere, anytime. The other thing is to release tension in the neck, the face, and the jaw. And last but by no means least, let's consider these guys. Constantly working for us, and we really don't take good care of them like we ought to. So I'll just scoot to the side here so you can see what I'm doing. So what's great, you can push your fingers against the steering wheel like this and open up the muscles of the bottom of the hands. You can just simply push kind of the base of the hand against the steering wheel, up high or down low, depending on what your wrists and hands are ready for. Please be kind to them. We need them to work for us. Wiggle the fingers out. Wiggle the fingers out. And then one thing that I find super helpful, whether you've spent the day with your gadgets or your computer or driving or heck, peeling potatoes, you know, your hands work so hard for you all day. You can take your hands and just simply clasp your fingers. And we have the wrists kind of in alignment right there. And then we can just make a figure 8. It might be a little awkward to see that while I'm in the car, but it's something that you can do to relieve tension that you might be holding in your body. And as you know, I love to help you with that. And we reverse the direction of our figure 8s. And this helps us, keeps us from overextending these stretches when we link up our hands together. Remember in PE, we used to do isometric things? Yeah. And then you can flare and fist, and flare and fist, and flare and fist. And roll them out individually. I nicknamed this Bud and Blossom in the yoga classes, but you can call it what you want. Really helps with carpal tunnel. Bringing the fingers in and then out and wide. In, I call this part the bud, and that's the blossom. Bud and blossom. And some thumb circles. Now all of that we just did was under 10 minutes. I think you can find 10 minutes. And heck, if you do half of what we just did in the car, in between errands, before your ride home, before you go to the wherever, you could really help yourself. Decreasing inflammation, decreasing the physical impact of stress on your body. I think that's worth our time, don't you? Anyway, I have used up my time for today. And I am so, so, so grateful anytime you show up. But not because of me, because when you take good care of you, you are making the world better. One person at a time. And that person is you. I really believe in it. So dear friends, I will sign off now because I've used up my 15 minutes. I hope you have a wonderful day today. And if it's not wonderful, I hope that you take a moment to try to make it just a teensy bit better for you, and then automatically for everyone else. So I'll say goodbye, saying peace and love and compassion for you to share with all those around you. I am delighted to have had this opportunity to be with you, and I hope that you either share this video or come back and see me again on another Thursday, or both. How about that? Take good care, my friends. I hope you stay well, stay strong, stay peaceful. Bye for now.